Hey guys, so I've had this car for about 9 months now. That's almost a year. In this video, I want to tell you 7 things that I love about my Tesla Model 3. Because this car is probably the best purchase that I made in 2025. Actually, scratch that. I bought this car in 2024.
It's like a Camry to me.
It looks like a Camry.
Like a Toyota Camry?
Is ready. Your vehicle is located to the right of the showroom. I'm looking at it right now. Come on.
Wow.
The very first thing that I love about this Tesla is regenerative braking. And I think like this is one of the reasons why I would probably never, ever do a gas car, except I'm buying like a Porsche or an Aston Martin, you know, something with a lot more like, you know, like a lot more growl. But the regen braking is really nice because it changes the driving experience. I think if you've never experienced regen braking before, what happens is once you put your leg on the gas, all you have to do to brake, you actually don't need to press the brake. You just need to take your leg off of the gas. And once you take your leg off of the gas, the car brakes by itself. And the regenerative braking, what happens is the car actually takes energy from braking back into the battery. So it's kind of like you're adding a little bit more juice to get yourself like a little bit more range while you're driving. That's why I love it. I love regen braking so much. So number 2, right? The fact that it's electric. The fact that this car is electric, I know it's like, yeah, I'm making a Tesla video about an electric car. It's electric, we get it. But this car that I have is the Tesla Model 3 Long Range 2025. The car actually has 360 miles of range. Now, I've never driven a Tesla that has like less, because I know the older Teslas, the ones that were not long range, used to have about 260. And I would say, I love the fact that it's long range because I've never had to worry about like my range. Like, you know, like people have like range anxiety. I also don't go on long road trips. And just to give you a reference, I've only driven about 1,600 or 1,900 miles. So like, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But I did do a road trip all the way to Montauk from New York. And honestly, it was a 3-hour drive. I never had to charge. I was there for about a day. I drove around the town, and I also drove back to New York, and I ended up with about 19%. Now, is it 300 and something miles from here to Montauk? No. So I don't really understand how the miles are calculated. All I know is like, if you wanted to take a road trip from like here to DC, for example, and you had like 50%, you would probably have like 100 and something miles, and you probably have to charge. Even though from here to DC is probably like 250 miles, give or take. But I think when I think about like the cost of gas and how expensive gas is right now, I just love the fact that this car is electric, because the cost savings that you get from the fact that it's electric is actually really, really good. So that's my second point on why I love this car, because it's electric, and I think electric is the future. So, do you see this? Can you guys see it there? This is my camera bag. This is my DJI microphone. And this is the thing that I mounted my camera in to get some shots for this video. But you know what is not here? An engine. It's no engine. And the third reason why I love my Tesla is because this car is slow maintenance. Like, it doesn't have an engine. That means you're not doing any oil change. And if you've had a gas car and you've done oil change before, you know how annoying it is. Now, I've only had this car for 9 months, and I've just been driving it. I haven't done anything. I think I'm supposed to like add water. I'm not sure. I should actually figure that out. If you know anything, if you know what I'm supposed to do, let me know in the comments. But I think this car is low maintenance. Like the fact that all you have to do is like charge the car, wash the car, park the car, drive the car. Yeah, that's it. But that's another reason why I love it. Low maintenance, because I've changed my oil and I've had issues with cars that are not electric, and I don't think I would go back. Except it's a Porsche or an Aston Martin. I'm just saying. Okay, so number 4 might be my favorite feature. Now, it's summer. It's sunny. Like when I say it's sunny, do you see that? Yeah, it's sunny. The fact that you can like just turn on the air, I just turned on the AC. The fact that you can do this from the comfort of your home means that when you come into the car, it's not hot as hell. And not only can you turn this on from the comfort of your home, from the app, you can also do location tracking. So let's say you park your car somewhere and you just want to check in on your car to make sure it's not stolen. You can track it from here. You can also pay your bills from the app. The app is pretty much a keyless entry. So if you want to get into your car, you can open it from the app. So you don't necessarily need to take the Tesla key. I don't even have the Tesla key right now and I'm like far away from home. But yeah, just make sure your phone doesn't die. Because if your phone dies, then you can't go home. Okay, I do not think that part too. But I love the app. Like I really, really do love the app. And I haven't used a lot of cars that have an app, but this is another reason why I love the Tesla. I think the app is a nice touch. I don't want to mention his name because we kind of don't like him right now, but shout out. I like to call myself a minimalist. And by minimalist just means that like, I don't really like having a lot of things. And if you take a picture of a 2018 Tesla, like the interior, like a 2018 Model 3, and you look at a 2025 Tesla Model 3, the difference isn't that crazy. The cabin is very minimal, and I think like this just will make the car stand the test of time. This car cost me about $40,000. And the truth is, if you're gonna spend $40,000 on a car, personally for me, I wanna ride this car till the wheels fall off. So I see myself using this car in the next 5 years. Honestly, till the car decides like, I don't wanna run anymore. I'm gonna have this car for a long time. And I've seen Teslas that have gone for damn near 1,000 miles. So honestly, having a car that is so minimalistic and like fits like my style is such a great plus. So if you're someone who is looking for something that you can use for a long time, they're like, because you also get a lot of software updates, and those software updates honestly make the car better versus like when you buy like a Mercedes, right? It's like the allure from a Mercedes doesn't necessarily come from the software. It comes from the design. It comes from the upgrades that you get. But with this car, everything that the 2025 gets, the 2018 will get, except like there's probably like a limitation with the computer, but that's not something that will stop you from driving, or maybe like we're talking like full autopilot, you know. But honestly, if you've bought like a Tesla in the past 5 years, you probably are gonna have all the features that I have. I think the benefits is just like, this is a newer car with less miles, and that's really it. But yeah, that's number 5. Minimalist cabin for minimalist boy. Yeah. So number 6, this one is a quick one. Temperature controlled seats. Aside from the fact that you can control the temperature when you're not like in the car through the app, the seats also cool and heat up. So during the winter, when it's like hella cold, you can like heat up the seats. And you also have heated steering wheel too. But at the same time, you also have like cool seats. And I've never thought I would love cooling seats until the summer, especially this summer. Like it got to like 99 degrees in New York. And that's one thing that I wouldn't say like I absolutely need it, but it's something that I absolutely love. I personally don't have the full self-driving feature because self-parking is a feature for full self-driving, but I did have a 1-month trial and I have gotten the subscription for $100. Sometimes, I would say like 2 months out of the past 9 months, I did get the subscription. So I have tested it and I'm gonna show you guys footage of when I used it before. I think if you're someone who struggles with parking, I think this is a feature that you absolutely like need. Now, do I think you can learn how to park? Absolutely, but no judgment here. But I would say that there was one time where I went into the rain and I absolutely was so scared. Like my car was about to park and it almost hit a pole. And after that day, I was like, I don't think this car is ready for that. So as much as I love the AI and like the tech in the car, I'm a little bit skeptical. And honestly, I don't want to pay $100 a month. But if you're someone who's loaded and you want to try it out, definitely, I think like, you know, the full self-driving and the self-parking, I absolutely love those features. I don't just think they're worth paying for yet. This is me being very frugal, but at the same time, not feeling like the tech is worth it yet. That is number 7. And now bonus, I personally think buying a Tesla or an electric car, a Tesla specifically, because that's what I've used, is probably the safest car you can buy. The features that this car has, like when you're like in proximity to another car, I know there are a lot of cars that have this, like in 2025, you're buying a 2025 car, but I've never driven a car that I felt so safe in. So my recommendation is if you're on the fence of buying a Tesla right now, I would say just go for it. if you're on the fence of buying an EV, I would say do more research on that particular EV that you're trying to buy before going into it, but just make sure that like you're buying an EV that has a lot of range, because range anxiety is a thing, and like you actually need that range, because don't believe the numbers that you see on the screen. I wouldn't, but I absolutely love this car. If I right now was gonna tell you what car to buy in 2025, I would definitely recommend a Tesla Model 3. All right, guys, I'll see you next one. Peace.